Okay, today we are start with the slope deflection method. In the last lecture, we have seen this basic formula which is required for the slope deflection method. Out of that, the fixed end moment, there are the various conditions, and according the formulas are available. Now, if the fixed end moment carries an UDL, the fixed end moment is WL square by 12. If the point load at center for the fixed end, then the fixed end moment is WL by 8. If this point load is eccentric one, then the left side moment is WAB square upon L square and right side moment is WA square B upon L square. If the fixed moment carries an moment at center, then fixed moment is M by 4. If this moment is at an eccentricity, then the left side moment is MB into bracket 3A minus L upon L square and right side moment is MA into bracket 3B minus L upon L square. If fixed end moment carries an triangular load having the maximum intensity at the center and zero intensity is at the fixed ends, for this situation, the fixed end moment is 5 upon 96 WL square. 5 upon 96 WL square. If this triangular load is carrying on the fixed end moment, fixed end beam, when support A is having the zero intensity and let us consider the support B is having the maximum intensity W. For this situation, the left side moment is WL square by 13 and right side moment is WL square by 20. Let us consider UDL over the span A for the fixed end moment. For this condition, left side moment is WA square into bracket 6L square minus 8L plus 3A square bracket complete divided by 12L square. For the right side moment, WA square into bracket 4L minus 3A divided by 12L square. If it is carrying a triangular load at an intermediate span of fixed end beam, then the left side moment is WA square into bracket 10L square minus 15LA plus 6A square divided by 30L square. And right side moment is WA cube into bracket 5L minus 4A divided by 20L square. There are some notes that we have to consider while solving this one. Note number 1, slope deflection equation is applicable for only one span. Rotation slope, it is represented by letter I or theta. For the simply supported beam, this theta will not be equal to 0, and for the fixed beam, this theta values or slope at that particular support is always 0. For the general slope deflection equation, this standard deflection equation is is for the non-sinking of support. Now let us see this. Let us consider this is the intermediate span of the beam, having the span L and the moment of inertia I. For this situation, the fixed end moment formula for the slope deflection is MAB for the span AB, fixed end moment AB plus twice EI upon L into bracket 2 theta A plus theta B. And for the span BA, fixed end moment BA plus twice EI divided by L into bracket 2 theta B plus theta A. Okay, when it is containing AB, the fixed end moment of AB, and let us consider here first theta A and then theta B. Similarly, when we are considering BA, we have to consider BA moment, fixed end moment. We have to consider first theta B and then theta A. Okay. Now, if it is carrying containing the sinking at the support, for this situation, this above formula is further modified. Additional term is considered in this equation is minus 3 delta upon L. Okay, again the formula will be for moment AB is equal to fixed moment AB plus twice EI upon L into bracket 2 theta A plus theta B minus 3 delta upon L. This additional term we have to consider for the sinking. Similarly, for MBA is equal to fixed moment BA plus twice EI upon L into bracket 2 theta B plus theta A minus 3 delta upon L. This additional term is again considered for this sinking of support. Above formula is same as that of for this one, for only this additional term we have to consider for the sinking of support. Okay. Now some modification for the slope deflection equation. There are the various conditions. Let us consider the first condition. Left end is simply supported, means support A is simply supported. For this case, moment AB is 0. For BA, formula, modified formula, fixed end moment BA minus 1 half fixed end moment of AB plus thrice EI upon L. Now this term is modified, thrice EI upon L into bracket. Here also this term is modified. Theta A is not considered, only what we have to consider, theta B minus delta upon L. Delta upon L term is applicable when the sinking is provided. Otherwise this term will be 0. For the right hand side or right end is simply supported, moment DC is 0. For the CD moment, fixed end moment CD minus 1 half fixed end moment of DC plus 3 EI upon L into bracket theta C minus delta upon L. Again here delta upon L is 0 if the sinking of support is not provided. Now the next condition, left end having the overhang. Left end having the overhang. For this case, moment AB is equal to overhang moment, and for the BA moment, fixed end moment BA minus 1 half moment at A, and this moment at A is nothing but what? Your overhang moment, 1 half of this MA plus 3 EI upon L into bracket theta B minus delta upon L. Again this term is 0 if the sinking is not provided. Right end having the overhang. For this situation, moment DC is nothing but what? Overhanging moment, and for the moment CD, the fixed end moment CD minus 1 half moment at D, and this moment is nothing but what? This overhang moment plus 3 EI upon L into bracket theta C minus delta upon L. Again this term is 0 if sinking of support is not provided. Now under this slope deflection equation, there is one compatibility condition or equilibrium conditions. Out of that, as we know that if the support is continuous one, the whatever the maybe the moments are present at that particular support, the summation of that moment must be equal to 0. This is nothing but what the compatibility condition we are using for the slope deflection methods. Now there are some important terms that we have to remember. The general slope deflection equation is applicable for the all intermediate spans. For the end span with end support is fixed, is general formula is used. General formula means what? This formula. First one. This formula is applicable when the far end is fixed one or last end is the fixed one, or intermediate span is there. In that situation, the general formula is used, and modified above these formulas, all these modified formulas are applicable when the end span with the end support is simply supported and end span with the overhang. For these two situations, these modified formulas are used. Now let us discuss with the problem. Now let us take the type 1 problem. Type 1 problem which contains the this end is fixed one. Okay, two span continuous beam ABC having a span AB 6 meter and span BC 4 meter, and A is fixed while C of the beam is simply supported. Span AB carries throughout UDL of 20 kilonewton per meter, and BC carries central point load of 40 kilonewton. Span AB has an moment of inertia double that of the span BC. Analyze the beam using the slope deflection method. Draw SFD and BMD. Okay, now according to this description, we have to draw this diagram. AB having the span of 6 meter, BC is having the span of 4 meter, I value is twice as that of I value of BC. AB is twice that of a BC. It carries an UDL of 20 kilonewton per meter. BC carries an point load of 40 kilonewton at center. Now for this beam, we have to analyze and draw SFD BMD. Now very first step, we have to find out first of all the fixed end moments. That's why we have to remember all the formulas which are essential. If it is carrying, we have to assume that whatever may be the beam given, we have to assume that these are the fixed end moments. We have to assume that these are the fixed end moments. These are our assumption. First step, we have to assume that all these moments are fixed one, and we have to work out the fixed end moment for the span AB and as well as for the span BC. Now span AB carries an UDL load. That's why the formula, as we know, that WL by 12. Load intensity is of 20, span is of 6, therefore 20 into 6 square divided by 12. Now let us simplify this term, and you will be getting the moment 20 into 6 square divided by 12. You will be getting the answer 60. Now the left side moment we are treated as anti-clockwise, that's why minus, and right side moment is treated as positive, that's why plus 60. WL square by 12 is the formula for the UDL term. Now similarly for the span BC, it carries an central span load of point load of 40 kilonewton. Formula is for the BC WL by 8. Now here W is 40, span is of 4 divided by 8. 4 by 8 means 1 half, means this term will be 20 and plus 20 for the BC and CB. Next is we have to apply the slope deflection equation. Support moment calculation. Next step is support moment calculation. How to calculate this one? Let us consider the span AB only. We have to consider the span AB only. Now I will draw over here this diagram, because this diagram is always required for our calculation. I draw over here this diagram again, because this diagram is always required for each and every step. Okay, it carries AB carries an UDL of 20 kilonewton per meter, and BC carries an point load of 40 kilonewton, and the span of this AB is 6 meter, and span of BC 4 meter. I value is twice I over here, and I value is single I over here for the BC. This diagram is always required for our calculation. Okay, now let us see. Now let us consider the span AB. Now if we look at here, the span AB, A end is fixed one and B is continuous one. For this case, the general formula is used. As we know that the general formula for the moment calculation for the slope deflection equation is MAB is equal to fixed end moment AB plus twice EI upon L into bracket 2 theta A plus theta B. Okay. Now fixed end moment AB, as we know that we have calculated over here this fixed end moment 60. This moment we have to consider over here minus 60. And now I value, as we have seen over here, this I value is twice. That's why we have to consider this 2E into bracket twice I divided by L. L is here 6 meter. Okay. Now theta A, as we have seen previously, if the support is fixed one, the theta value is 0. Therefore this term is 0 over here. And theta B is continuous one, therefore it will be carries and slope. Therefore this value we have to find out. Only if the support is fixed one, then and then only the theta value is 0. Therefore this term is 0 over here. Now simplify this term, this 60 as it is. Now this 4 divided by 6, it becomes a 0.67 EI theta B. Now let us name this one is equation number 1. Now let us apply this equation for the BA span. Fixed moment BA plus twice EI upon L into bracket 2 theta B plus theta A. Now this interchanging because this span we have changed. And as we know that fixed moment BA is 60 plus 60. And here again I value is twice I. Span L is of 6 meter. And here 2 theta B and theta A, as we know that support A is fixed one, therefore the theta value is 0, therefore this term is 0. Now again simplify this one, this 2 multiplied by 2 divided by 6 is 6, therefore this term will be 1.34 EI upon theta B. Now let us name this one equation number 2. Now equation number 1 and 2. Now similarly for the span BC, now as we seen here in this figure, BC is for the span BC. Now C end is simply supported, therefore moment CB is 0. Only we have to work out for the moment BC. The moment BC is equal to what? Fixed moment BC minus 1/2. Now here this formula is of modified formula because we have applied for this span BC and C end is simply supported. And as we have seen, if the far end or the end support is simply supported, then we have to use the modified formula. And modified formula says that your moment is equal to fixed moment minus 1/2 of fixed moment of another span. Means now if for this condition MBC is equal to fixed moment BC minus 1/2 fixed moment CB plus 3 EI upon L into theta B minus delta upon L. But here delta is not given, that's why this term is neglected. Okay, if the delta is given means sinking of support is given, then we have to utilize this minus delta upon L term. But here the delta is not provided, that's why we are neglecting this term. Now simplify this term. This moment BC is minus 20, moment CB is plus 20. Now here I value is, as we know, this I value is single I, therefore keep it as it is. Now here 20 divided by 2, it becomes a 10, minus 10, minus 20, minus 30 over here, and 3 by 4, it becomes a 0.75 EI upon theta B. Now let us name this one equation number 3. Now once you are writing down this equation 1, 2, 3, now we have to utilize the compatibility condition or equilibrium condition. As we know that for the support B, there are the two moments. Support B. Now let us consider this one is the support B, and here is the support A. Now here one moment AB. Similarly, here the fixed moment BC, and the summation of these two moments MBA and MBC must be equal to 0. As we have seen the last time, the equilibrium condition at support B, the summation of all the moment about B must be equal to 0. And we have seen this formula, or we have utilized this formula over here. Now look at here. Now this formula we are taken from now moment BA and moment BC. This equation number 2 and this equation number 3, equation number 2 and 3, that we have to write down over here. Now let us write down these terms. This term, this one is equation number 2 and this one is equation number 3. Now let us take all EI theta B term summation of this term over here and all other constant term to this side. Then you will be getting EI theta B value is how much? This one minus 14.32. This value is nothing but what? Your EI theta B value, which is getting how much? 14.32. Okay, now once you have got this value, next step is that we have to put this value in equation number 1, 2, 3, and so that you will be getting the respective moment AB, BC, AB, BA, BC, and CB. CB is already 0. This value what we have worked out for the moment EI theta B, put this value in equation number 1, then you will be getting moment AB. Put this value in equation number 2, then you will be getting moment BA. Put this value in equation number 3, then you will be getting moment BC, and these values are over here. Now let us check it out. A theta B is 14.32. Now let us put this value in this equation. 14 point now minus 60 into 0.67 into 14.32. Here this term must be plus. Minus 30 into 0.75 into 14.32 bracket minus 14.32 actually. Something went wrong. This term is plus over here, plus. Minus 30 plus into bracket minus 30 plus 0.775 into bracket again minus 14.32 bracket complete is equal to minus 40.74 minus 14.74 this term. Now similarly over here for this term 60 plus 67, this minus 69.59 minus 65.959 minus 69.59 this term. Now by such a way we are finding out the fixed end moment at support A, B, C, and according to the Hardy-Cross tip, whatever the moment we are getting from this solution, we have to write down as what we have written the fixed moment in the moment distribution method. Same type of moment we have to write down support A, B, C, write down the fixed moment what we will be getting. Now this term is minus 69.9, this term is plus 14.8, and this term is 0, and it will be represented like this one. And here for the simple span moment, as we know that, now if you see here, this moment is simple span moment, center span moment. For the span AB, as we know that this load is carrying UDL, therefore W square by 8, W is of 20, L is of 6, 20 into 6 square by 8. Simplify this one, 20 into 6 square divided by 8, you'll be getting center span moment 90. Similarly for this 40 into 4 by 4, this moment center span moment is 40 km/meter. And as we know that to draw the bending moment diagram, we have to plot the first central span moment. UDL it is carrying, therefore we have to draw the parabola Here the triangular portion we have to draw because it carries an point load. 40 kilonewton meter is moment over here. Here this 90 kilonewton meter moment is there, and these values are friction moment. We have to plot over this, and we have to join by a straight line. And here uncommon portion of this all this diagram is nothing but what? Your actual bending moment diagram. Okay, therefore here this hatching portion is nothing but what? Your actual bending moment diagram of that particular provided beam. Now this one is the bending moment calculation, but further we have to proceed for reaction calculation. Now let us consider the span AB. Now let us consider span AB, and as we know that we have to take the moment of all the forces about point B. Take the moment of all the forces about point B for the span AB only. Now let us start from this. Now here the right side moment, reaction RA into perpendicular distance is 6. Then there will be a friction moment at this end. That moment is nothing but moment AB, anti-clockwise moment. That's why I have to take minus 69.66 over here. Then it carries an UDL, therefore 20 into 6 into 3. This will be the moment due to the UDL. And for the span BA, there will be a friction moment, that is nothing but what? Plus moment of 14.8. Now if you solve this, you'll be getting what? Reaction at A, that is 64.8. Now similarly, to work out the reaction at C, we have to take the moment at B, and for the span of BC, now only we have to consider the span BC here. Again, take this one, RC into perpendicular distance is 4, anti-clockwise moment, that's why minus. Now here moment BC and CB. CB moment is 0 as we know that, and BC moment what we have calculated is 14.82, and this 40 kilonewton point load, it makes an clockwise moment of 40 into 2, it becomes 80. Now simplify this one, you will be getting the reaction RC. Now once you will be getting this reaction, as we know that RA plus RB plus RC is equal to total load, and we have worked out this one, reaction RA and RC. The only remaining term is reaction RB, and total load is nothing but what? This UDL. The UDL converted into point load is 20 into span is of 6, 20 into 6 plus this 40 load. Okay, then you will be getting this reaction RB. Now once you will be getting reaction RA, RB and RC, it is easy to draw shear force diagram. Now how to draw this shear force diagram? Now we look at here. Now reaction RA is plus 64, go upside. Now let us consider this one is the reference line. Reaction R is going vertically upward 64.8. Due to the UDL, this shear diagram is going down up to the 55.2. If you want to make the calculation, I will show you. Now let us see this 64.8 minus UDL of 20 into 6, 20 into 6, this one is 55.2. Again this reaction RB is added in that particular equation, plus 85.4, this value will be plus 13.2, therefore this 13.2 over here, and up to this next 40 kilonewton point load, this value will be remains constant, minus 40 again, it becomes a minus 9.8, and this value will be remains constant up to the point C, and due to reaction RC, this value again becomes a 0, and then finally you will be getting this SFD, shear force diagram. Okay, from this to this, it is going upward up to this one, this will be the constant. Due to point load, it goes down, it will be remain constant up to the point C. Due to the reaction RC, it goes an upside, and this is nothing but your shear force diagram. And previously we have done the bending moment diagram. By such a way we can analyze any kind of an beam by using the slope deflection equation. It is easy to calculate